guys, I am Chef Chris, and this is Chef Throws a Fit, and this is Chris and Kai's cooking show. What do we have a show for you today? What do you think, Chef Kai? He's got some goldfish, so he's good. So today we are going to be making some adult things in a blanket. By adult, I just mean we're going to use brats, or we're going to use Johnsonville's, not brats, but jalapeno cheddar. And then, you know, one of these bad boys for Kai, just in case the jalapenos don't work with him. All right, what else are we making? We're gonna make some beans. I have 4 cans of this jalapeno and bacon pinto beans. It says Dude Perfect, and I'm not a fan of those not a fan of those videos, but the beans taste pretty decent. There are a crap load of jalapenos in there though. So we are gonna throw in 4 cans. I've drained a little bit of the juice out of one of them just because it seemed like there's an awful lot of juice. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe it wasn't a bad idea. We're gonna be making some baked beans out of this, and I think that the jalapeno ones are perfect. It says bacon. I don't see a ton of bacon in there. But we've got bacon, right, Kai? And we've got people to feed, so hopefully this is as good as it could be. So, bacon. I've got what's left over of the bacon they had at Hy-Vee. I love their bacon, so hopefully this is still good. I've tried it already. I doused it in some you're behind green chili bacon rub. And then I let it cook, and then I doused it again. The flavor on it's pretty good, so we're gonna add just a little bit of green chili flavor to it that way. That's already cooked though, so we're gonna let that sit. So you can see we're starting something that's gonna be pretty epic here. All right, so what am I going to add? Well, I have measurements here. They're not real measurements. This is about 3 tablespoons of You're Behind green chili bacon rub. It's my favorite rub. It's just gonna add a little bit of extra flavor, which is cool, right? We like flavor. And then I went with Kinder's. We're trying this. It's honey hot. Not real hot, but it's good. And it's sweet, so it'll add a good barbecue to that. We're just gonna dump that whole thing in there. That's how we roll around here. We're also using my nice new stainless, so hopefully this doesn't ruin that, because I'm sure you all know I love cleaning these things. Alright, so more brown sugar. The jalapeno bacon beans have brown sugar in them, not a ton. We're adding some more. I've got about 2 cupfuls. 4 cans of beans. Also, I'm gonna toss in some W sauce. This is Bear and Burton's America's Wash Your Sister sauce. I've had this for a while, so it's probably good that I use it. I got about a cup here. I think all these flavors are gonna melt together, and we're gonna love it. I hope so, because I'm having extra, hopefully. So, we're gonna put this over here, get it nice and mixed. Probably not the front one. I just want this to simmer while we're working on the rest of it. Hi, sir. How are the goldfish? Kai just came back from his grandparents' house. He got to hang out and go to a festival in Valley Junction, it sounds like. Sounds like he had a lot of fun. Alright, so where are we at with this? Got a good stir in there. Not gonna lie, I got a spoon ready. I've already tried the beans. They are tasty. Definitely most of the jalapenos were on top, so since they're beans, we can try them early. Taste that needs something else. Doesn't taste like it does though. probably could use a little bit more of a kick, but we'll just leave it at this. All right, let's get another flavor. See what Kai thinks. Kai, bite, dude. Try a bite. Okay, he said no. All right. So before I get too far, I bought this onion for something we made last week, I think. Maybe it was the week before. Decided I wasn't going to use it. Pretty sure I wanted to use it in this. That's why I cut it up. So let's not forget the onion. Let's also not forget, let's make a mess. Yeah. No, I was going to use this. So that's where we're at. Next, we're going to do everybody's favorite part, which is, getting open the. Oh yeah, throwing those onions. This is going to be so gorgeous. I just found these beans at Walmart. I just happened to be walking by and saw somebody that I kind of like. Got a little nervous. Probably bought some beans. Probably bought some other food I didn't need. Anyways, you didn't hear that. So, get one of these bad boys opened up. Got that on a little bit higher than medium. It's on the small thing, so that doesn't cook as hot as the other ones. Probably better get it all the way on there. I got the lid on, so we're gonna try and get that simmering. I've got my oven set for 375. That's where we want to cook this bad boys at. Okay, so with your normal pigs in a blanket, what they suggest is that you, sorry, I'm screwing up here. They suggest you use an egg wash and maybe some sunflower seeds or something like that. We've got a secret ingredient that I've been messing with all week, and we're going to use that. That's where we're at. So, yeah, that's why I'm using this, because I'm going to put butter on top of these bad boys, and then I'm going to put the secret ingredient on top, and I really didn't want to have the secret ingredient all over my pan, because it'll just be a pain to clean that up. So I've got 4 of the butter pads that Hy-Vee sells with the herbs in them. I love these things. So we're just gonna put a little bit on top of this bad boy. Now I will go ahead and drop this down where you guys can see somewhat I'm doing. Now, what's our secret ingredient? Danos. Now, you might say that's not a secret ingredient, but if you'll notice, we have the cheesoning. This is different. A little different than what you're used to. So we're just going to put that on top, and that is what that bad boy's going to look like. Now you might ask, what is cheesoning, Chris? Well, cheesoning is Danos, but it's Parmesan cheese, and then it's Italian seasonings, and then it's Danos. It's pretty tasty. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite thing in the world. If any of you guys watch the Danos videos, you know that you can't get this in the stores right now, so that's probably the only reason I wanted it. I like to feel cool, and yeah, so that's the adult size. The last one was Kai size for Chef Kai. So yeah, that's where we're at. Throw together a couple of these. Oh, so yeah, I'm totally failing here. So, cheese. I know my coworker's gonna point this out that I'm really screwing this up. So probably better not. I went with some Colby pepper jack that I found at Hy-Vee. I was going to go with a white American and some Kraft slices, because that's really what it is. when you make these things. It's Kraft. Everybody knows it's you know, Kraft, or if you go with the cheap stuff. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So just so Kai doesn't have to suffer, we're gonna see if we can't unravel this bad boy. Maybe get him some cheese in there. Kai is getting one of these Kraft because I love that dude, and we're not going to kill his taste buds this early in life. All right, so he's still got some of that flavoring in there. Should be okay. Now, when I say I don't want to get cheese all over my pans, I'm putting a full slice of this cheese in here, so I suppose you probably take hers. That stuff's going straight onto the pan, and it's gonna burn. Hey, buddy, what's up? Where's all your crackers at? All right, that looks good. Better than it did a second ago. So, all right, so make one more of these for you guys. I'm basically gonna use up all of this cheese here. It's not as great at melting as the Kraft is. I mean, Kraft is just processed cheese, so there's a reason it melts the way it does. But it makes, I mean, it makes better. Probably better. Probably makes better hot dogs in a blanket. You know, I don't really care for Aldi's, but their cheese that they have, somebody had made some pigs in a blanket, and I got stuck. I don't like all of these. Just throwing that out there, but they had these cheese slices, and they made pigs in a blanket with Aldi stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it might be better than Kraft. Might be better. So, anywho, that is where we are at, guys. I've got enough to make 3 cans of this stuff, and definitely not going to make you sit through all of that because I've got hordes of people here. Not hordes, just a couple extras. We're going to feed them. So yeah, put these on here, and I will pause the video while I make the rest of these. Get our oh man, I imagine already that this is going to be pretty freaking tasty, guys. As long as I don't run out of cheesening, because I literally had to buy that stuff and have it shipped in. Not really wanting to run out. All right, guys. There's Chef Kai and Chef Chris. We're gonna take a short intermission while I put these bad boys together. Let you see the finished product before I stick it in the oven. Either way, we'll be back. And we are back. All right, guys. So, got this mess pretty well contained. I'm just gonna show you the cheesening again. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, you like Dano's, cheesenings, pretty tasty. So I ran out of butter and had plenty of herbs left in there, so I went ahead and melted a little bit more butter to finish this off. I'll show you what we have here, guys. Now, we have a ton of big boy, and then I had a couple of leftover crescents. So, as you all know, crescents are great. People love crescents. So, we are going to leave those in there. I'm going to put a timer on for 20 minutes. It doesn't need to be 20 minutes, it just needs to be until they're done. Hi, here. He is turning into Chef Rosa again. So, yeah, aren't you? You dropped something, didn't you? Alright, so let's check out the beautiful beans we have going on here. Now, these are soupy, very soupy, like the ones we had at, very similar to the ones we had at the Tulip Festival. They are kind of heating up on the bottom, so I want to get that mess in I did empty the rest of the barbecue sauce. Tried to get the rest of the barbecue sauce into here. These are hot. These are very hot. We will go ahead and give this a try. I imagine if any of you are lucky enough to have this at work, you're going to be liking the beans. Perfect. Sweet. Sweet to start, and then just subtle kick in the end. Definitely soupy. It's definitely gonna probably melt into my hot dog after those are done, but it's okay. Here, give you guys another quick shot of this. Whew. There you go. It's beautiful, isn't she? Yeah, so we will take a short intermission again. We've got about 18 minutes left on our timer. Probably at the 15-minute mark is when I'm going to check them. If they're looking good, then we're going to pull them out. If they're not, then that's where we'll be at. Hopefully by then I'll have this mess cleaned up and not have to do so much. All right, we'll be back, guys. All right, guys, we are going for it. I did flip them over so that we can get the bottoms of them to cook a little better. I don't think that they're not cooking. I think I just put too much cheese in there, which, you know, not the end of the world for sure. So I'm just gonna pull one of these bad boys and get some beans, because they're gonna get soggy from those beans. I can assure you that. I'm gonna guess maybe half a slice of cheese would be a little better, just a little better. The beans, they are freaking amazing. They're doing a number on the bottom of my pan though, I can assure you of that. I did probably simmer them a little higher than I needed to. I'm trying to get a little bit less juice out of this. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. So, we're gonna have what we like to call barbecue flavored hot dogs. And I got out spoons, but I think we're gonna need a fork. Definitely can taste the jack cheese in there, but I also used jalapeno cheddar brats, or Johnsonville's. That's hot. So, turn that off. I'm gonna say that's still pretty amazing. Maybe could use a little less cheese just so it's not feel like it's soggy. It doesn't taste like it's soggy because it's just a lot of cheese. Beans, I'm just saying. Those beans are amazing. Chef Guy's out there with his mom, so we're gonna just avoid messing with him tonight. The beans, if I was gonna change anything, I might add a little bit more brown sugar. They're fine the way they are, and they're still pretty good. Some of the bites are spicy, some of the bites are not, so I'm sure it just needs a good stir, but past that, pretty freaking tasty, and it's gonna be a great meal for all week. So if you're lucky enough to get some of these, you know, great. If you want some of these and you watched my video, just let me know when I get to work. That's all we got, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.